Mike check, dog check, Joe check, everybody check. Joe, I just checked, got a message from you. Really glad to hear from you. It's amazing to be able to, I'll have this posted within an hour probably of when you message me. So that's near real time right there. It's what we used to call near real time. Well, I got a story I want to finish. I need to get to bed. Well, I need to get ready for bed. Play a little Skyrim. I take a sip of some hot water, Zen tea, as they call it. I have made a good habit of having some lemon ginger tea at night after dinner time, before bedtime. I'm not quite to the point where I want to be, where I'm only having that. Like I just had a few cookies just a minute ago, some of those lemon cream cookies. Got them at Walmart today. But that's another story. And I wanted to finish up my story from yesterday, the tag agency story. That's finished. That brother took care of everything for me. You know, it's like he's a very quiet dude, didn't really want to talk. He just put his head down and got to work, man. And went to Home Depot, came back home, and was getting ready to settle back in. It was going to be like, it's like 4 o'clock, 4:10, something like that. Not 4:20. It was not 4:20, you folks. You 4:20, not that. But anyway, it was, actually, it might have been. It might have been, now I think about it. It was, it was late in the afternoon, and suddenly I thought, I got this deposit check that my landlords had mailed to me. It was, what in the world is my shadow? Wait a minute. What have I got on my left side? It looks like it is a wing. It ain't no chicken. It's that wing of the wild stalker. Isn't that amazing? That is, and my big old ham hock on my right side. That's what in the world has. Next thing I know, Joe's gonna walk out of those trees over there. Golly, is this Mississippi, Joe? It's beautiful. It's about as beautiful as Mississippi. I gotta see that magical forest over here. So we're in river biome now, and this, what is that? A blue enchanted log. We're now in the enchanted tangle. Well, that's, hit me with a piece of spaghetti, because this is beautiful. Cave vines plant. Now that stuff can become glowberries. They can become something. They can become glow dust or something. I won't waste your time looking. Something, they turn into something. Maybe the recipe changed. It don't really matter, I guess. I remember at one point they were like a substitute for glowstone or something like that. I'm just curious about it now, though. Yeah, I guess not. I guess that changed, or maybe a different mod pack. It's a beautiful place. It'd be hard to sleep here in this enchanted tangle, though, wouldn't it? With all this bright lights at night. Beautiful. All right, where is Murmur? It's up to my north. Actually, to my southwest. Let's go drop one of these waystones down here by the mine shaft or the pyromancer. Let's do that. So they had, I guess I should tell you about that. So my deposit, I'd paid a month's rent right up front, 6 years ago in 2019 when I rented my house, and they're very much by the book, and my last experience with renting up in Edmond, my landlord, I rented there 2 years, and the landlord's policy was he uses up to 50% of the rent money, of the deposit. Each year, he keeps 50% of the deposit for repairs. So after 2 years, all of our deposits were gone, and I guess I thought that was the standard policy. That was his policy. And granted, it's a college town, and there were mostly, his tenants were mostly students. So you expect wear and tear, but I didn't really have anything to compare his policy to. Well, my landlords at this house were different. They were very clear, about the policy, and a brown egg. Oh, interesting. And they put it all in the contract in writing, made it very clear, and so I worked my buns off getting that house cleaned up, and keeping it clean really was the key. And then cleaning it up after I mopped everything. Man, I mopped the garage. I tried to get that house just as spick and span as I could. But I told them, but at the same time, I had to be honest with them. I said, look, I've done my best to keep this house clean, but it needs a deep cleaning. And it needs a window cleaning, and it needs carpet shampooing. And it needs other things too, but those are some things that it needs, right now. If it was my house, these are the things I would do. And they subtracted those things that it needed from my deposit, but they gave me everything else. And there had been, they gave me everything else. They didn't have to. Why am I fixing this water? Why am I fixing this water? That's just me, man. Ooh, there's an illager there. An Archie Voker. Oh, I don't want to mess with him. I really don't. Let's head toward the yellow marker here. Goodness, we're coming back with a wealth of goodies here. I just wanted to go out walking and tell you some stories, and we're coming back enriched. So I don't know what. I guess landlords they make up their own rules about deposits, and it's part of what you got to read carefully, And I really didn't have a huge problem with the landlord at the university apartment. I did not have a huge problem with his policy, because for each person, the deposit was $100 or $200 or something. I guess for a college student that would be a lot, right? But anyway, I had told them all not to count on the deposit money, and of course, but they did. They counted on it, and but what you gonna do? It was not. I knew better than to do that, but all this to say, these landlords were, and we're going to call this the mine shaft. Oop. Fantastic. We'll go ahead and keep walking back to the house. That's a mine shaft. How about that? Portal right to the mine shaft. There's got to be. There it is right there. Waystone right there. We'll go activate this waystone in this town. We'll find out what this town's name is. After finding the waystone half buried under that cliff in that one town, I think this town, I was like, this town's got to have a waystone. It appears that it does. So all that to say, I had more than half of my deposit money came back to me. More than half after 6 years. And it was for 300 was for deep cleaning, which was fair. I think that's fair. 125 was for carpet shampooing. And then, let's see, 300, 425. And then there was another 75 for window washing. So about, yeah, I got over $700 back. And I was quite, I was, I really hoped I would get all of it back, but I thought it was fair what I got back. Also, after I got settled over here, got my computer settled, I wrote like a 6-page document for my landlords to tell them, because I was their first tenant in that house. I knew that house better than anybody and I probably knew it better than anybody in the world because the people who had sold it to my landlords had renovated it, and which I didn't know at the time. I thought it had been built like that, but no, it had been, the floors had dramatically been changed. So anyway, I knew the house really well, and I just wanted to pass on my knowledge to my landlords because they had been really good to me. They didn't even raise the rent in the 6 years I was there. My rent went up less than $100. It only went up $80 in 6 years. While their expenses did go up. Mason, okay. Their property taxes went up. Their insurance went up, homeowners insurance, and some of that they did pass to me, but they kept back. They knew I was, counting the pennies, and they did their best. I feel like they did their best to really insulate me from the issues. And they were incredibly responsive to every issue I had. So anyway, I feel like there were good people to be with. Crustla Market. We're going to call you Krusty. Krusty, okay, Krusty. We could go straight back home to Black Ice Lighthouse. But I feel like it's not far away. It is, in fact, very far away. No, it's really not. It's not. Let's go north a ways, and then we'll turn west and map out some of that darkness. I say let's go north. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm harvesting your stuff, man. Sorry about that. So I had this, pardon me, I had this check sitting on my countertop, and I needed to take it to my credit union. And I've had it there for a week. And it's like, I need to get to this credit. So it's coming up on 4/15, 4/20. And I was like, man, I did my duties for the day. My driver's license thing. Come on, man. But that check just like sitting there, and I was like, okay, all right, you win, check. And I got my blue. I had put on my comfy sweatpants, and I put on my blue jeans and put on my shoes, and I'm like, okay, let's get down to the credit union before they close. And so yesterday I went to the credit union and got the check deposited, and On the way in, that credit union, it's a big building, and I used to go there when it was a tiny building, very small building. And now it's very big. And in fact, it might be big enough to get lost in. Look at this sky. It's incredible. Look at all the texture on the mugwort plants. Wow, look at the clouds. Wow. Man, this is something. Hey, Drigby. In the lobby of this big building, there was a lady was standing there, and I was like, I need to deposit a check. And my head was on a swivel as she pointed to my left, and I was like, oh, yeah, I remember this now, because I did have to come here. Some years ago, I was there. Ever since I had been moved down to 7th Street, I dealt with a different branch of the credit union. But now, I'm very close to the original branch, their first branch. A place where I used to go after work to deposit checks, to literally deposit checks. I've been working so long they didn't even have direct deposit when I started working. We would get a check at work or in the mail, and we have to go to the bank to deposit it. How's that? How's that for some old times? It was a great leap forward when I could automatically deposit a check. So many people didn't trust it. It's like, oh, something will go wrong with it. Something will go wrong. Something always goes wrong with that. But man, for me, that's for me and my family. We auto deposit. So why am I? Oh, because y'all hit me with the drunk arrows. Any more, y'all? Anybody else want to negotiate? He gave me. I got 2 brand new bows out of that deal. All right then. See where we're at in the Great Woodland. A little bit farther, and we'll turn straight west. So yeah, I spoke with her a little bit. The receptionist at the lobby desk, a cute lady, older lady, but probably my age-ish, somewhere around there. And oh man, we got lots of points. This is a defense point. Let's go with more natural healing. Speed. Man, we came all the way down the speed tree. Grow in size. I do not want to grow in size. Oh, that's right. We're coming down the water. Swim speed. Dodge chance. I won't use that, but I'd like to get to the swim speed. Magic. 3 points of magic. Really? More mana. Mana cooldown. Faster casting. Man, I've never done the iron stuff, so maybe we'll do that. No guarantees. I'm not big on the magic stuff. Magic and me, I don't know, man. Okay. Get up here just a little bit, and then we'll turn left. And then again, as I left, I had a nice little talk. We talked about the Christmas tree and stuff, and how I needed to get a tree. And she asked me what my name was, and then she introduced herself, and I was like, "Oh, are we flirting? We might be." She was super cute, and I enjoyed talking with her. So that was cool. And then of course, my teller at the bank was much younger than, she, at least 2 generations younger than me. And I was like, yeah, man, I came here. I found myself saying something like back in my day. And she just smiled. She'd heard it before. But I was like, so I deposited the check and all that went well. And then I was like, while I'm here, can we just double sanity check what address you have on file for me? Sure enough, they had the old address. Even though my mortgage is with them and it's got the correct new address, the credit union proper still had my old address. So we got that updated. She still had an old work phone for me and got that updated. And so I had a productive sesh with the credit union. And I think I stopped at Dollar General on the way home, but probably not important to the story here. Mainly that was just going to the credit union and taking care of business there. And I got my story flipped because it was after the credit union that I went over to Home Depot. Home Despicable. And did my work because it was right there off of Reno. We're going to reno this whole neighborhood. Don't do that, man. Ooh, 2 chests here. Look how beautiful this thing looks. Oh, 1 chest. Okay, I guess that means I've opened 50 chests. Alright, we'll just grab all this stuff. Like we do, as one does. Okay, let's go learn some random things. Unlocked item pickup. Windburst, that sounds cool. Randomize. Summon wolves. Who does not like to summon wolves? Jellyfish necklace. I think I've already got that. I don't think I want to use it because it causes damage to villagers. Yeah, it does an electric discharge anytime you get near anybody. Yeah, okay. Thanks, but no thanks. Cool. This ancient warp scroll is filled to the brim. Hold left control for more info. Okay. What about right control? What about left shift? Oh, I'm not going to mess with it anymore because the last time I used a warp scroll, it warped me into the middle of nowhere. Deep plane finger, okay. Let's just keep walking west, and our home is just right there. Yeah. Walk west onto the packed ice. Pop a bed down. Head home. How many days has it been? Well, we're going to have to continue another day because I got a lot more to tell you about. I did not mean to take so much time telling you about the credit union. Other than this, I really just wanted to say I had a very enjoyable, glad I went. That was yesterday. Today, I went through the same process of this morning. I could not bring myself to do anything. Just couldn't do anything. And, I mean, I could sit and watch YouTube. I could do that. I could read Reddit. I could do that. That's about all I could do. I kind of wanted to take a nap. And where's my boat at? Let's get the boat. We don't want to be submersible here. Whoa. That's weird. I had to jump to get up through the water. Look at this, is astonishing graphics. This afternoon today, I was suddenly, all of a sudden, I was like, maybe the caffeine finally kicked in. Maybe that's what it was. Suddenly I was like, let's go do some thrifting. And I did. I went to a Goodwill and to a a thrift store we have in Yukon called Pets and People, which is as the name might imply, it's a thrift store for the Yukon. Those guys are throwing something at me. They're missing because of the eyes. Oh, I forgot. I can fly. They see me flying. They hating. Come on, do it. Oh, almost. Oh, didn't need any more. Perfection. All right, well, we mapped most of that area. Let's turn to the northwest. What is that? Stone. It looks like a structure down there. Deep slate. Stone, huh? There's a ship. I think. Yeah, spruce planks. Yeah, definitely a ship, right? Yep, shipwreck. Huh. Almost kind of wish we couldn't see underwater. You know what I mean? It'd be cool to almost be cool not to see underwater. Ugh. Now I'm thinking about Ivy at the credit union and the receptionist. She didn't have to introduce herself, but it was good talking with her. You know, half of a flirtation, semi-flirting. That felt good. Felt good. Yeah. So let's see. What? We're in the Crimson Tundra. So, oh, that must be our home straight north. Yep. Also yesterday, out of the blue, the dentist called me and they said, you know, the dentist office called me and said our dentist is back and she would like to see you. The x-rays looked fine on your crown, but she wants to see it with her own eyeballs. And I was like, okay. And they were like, well, unfortunately, the only openings we got are like 7 a.m. And I'm like, okay. I'll be there at 7. Oh, my goodness. I'll treat myself to some coffee and maybe some breakfast somewhere. But I'll get there at 7. Yeah, so today, remind me how I get over there. Suddenly, I went thrifting, and I found at Goodwill, I found an excellent condition Levi's fleece jacket, very heavy, Levi Strauss, very heavy duty jacket, very heavy duty fleece line, perfect size for me, just a tad large, just a tick large, but you know you kind of want that in a winter jacket, right? So you can layer. You know, that alone was fantastic. That alone. Where's my? Oh, I put you over there. That's right. I thought I put you over there. Where's my? Wait a minute. Did I put you over here? Oh, you're in here. That's right. Source stone. That's where you belong. That's going to take me some time to figure all this out. That's where you go. And the potions, I think I've been putting the potions. Put you up here. Your irons, we'll put you up there too. I'll put you up there as well. We put all this iron stuff up there. And chalk. Because Ars Nouveau and relics are going to be... They're going to be a lot. Okay. Oops, not the rice seeds, please. Just that. Cracked Gem of the Warlord. That looks pretty good. Explorer Scroll. We're going to put you there. And all Ewans. All Ewans. I'll put you back where you belong. Where the eagles fly. Coffee beans going there. Ink sack going there. Brown egg going there. You are a blue enchanted sapling. Okay. And you're a book. Boop, boop. Hey, I almost did it. I almost did it. Almost did the sort. Now I can do the sort. Okay. That goes there. Give me some string to make some binding. Yeah, that's 40, but that's not going to be enough binding. Not going to be enough by far, so we need to go plant some rice. Let's get crafting going here. That back. Mangrove. So I guess that can go with the trees, right? And iron stuff. Glowberries, okay. Let's see if I can organize that a little bit better. Okay. And back to the backpack. Here we go. And then here it goes. Iron. Malice. There, although I wanted you to stay here. Furnace sprig. Red currant. You go there. You go there. You go there. And a slimy nest. I'm going to put this on the ground. Outside and see what happens. I don't know if anything will happen. Something might happen. Yeah, so I found this Levi Strauss jacket. And I hadn't been thinking about a jacket, but I needed one because I have a parka that I think is older than my kids, and it's too tight. It doesn't fit me anymore. The buttons snap open when I try to button it up. And I have a very nice ski jacket, but the zipper broke. I don't know how to fix it. So both of those are it's probably time to move those along. You know, thrift those, to send those off to the thrift store or something. I'm going to try to fix the zipper issue though. And I've got a sort of a Mr. Rogers type sweater with the zipper that's also broke. And I've been looking for a sweater. Well, I found the jacket. I didn't even go there looking for. I was looking for lamp stuff at the thrift shop. The other major thing I found a little night light for the living room, and I found I was going to buy another night light, but I dropped it and broke it. No, they just cleaned it up and didn't really say a word about it. I was like, no, but I dropped it because I had found a lamp and I was going to go ahead and buy it, but I was carrying too much by that point. The other major article of clothing I found was a Nike pullover uh, uh, sweatshirt. I don't know what you call a Nike pullover with a zip up, up the neck thing. It doesn't have a hood on it. It's embroidered with Ottawa University on it, and then the Nike swoosh on the other side. It's high quality. This was $7. You know how much the Levi Strauss jacket was? This heavy duty, mini pockets, heavy duty coat. It was $9. $9. I didn't even go there looking for jackets and coats. Man, it was just an amazing adventure, really. So that was my thrifting. I just, sorry that took so long to get out, but I wanted to get it out there and speak of it. It was fun. I just wanted to get out of the house, and suddenly I found these super nice things, man. It was really cool. I found also, okay, my daughter does not watch this, so I guess it's safe to talk about it. But I found she likes the offbeat kind of stuff, quirky kind of stuff. I found a baseball cap, kind of a flat cap looking, kind of with a flat brim kind of thing. On the front it says Fat Sal's, and on the back it said something like, "Hey, we're making you a sandwich here." And that's a running joke between the two of us is, "Hey, I'm walking here." When and I always say it wrong, but we always just crack up every time if there's construction and we have to merge, we're like, "Hey, I'm driving here," and especially if there's a construction worker there or something. It's just a dumb thing between us. And so I saw the embroidery on the back. "Hey, we're making you a sandwich here." I thought she's gonna crack up when she sees that, or at least I hope she does. So I found that at the thrift store, and then later at another the Pets and People, I found a place to put my scrub brush for my tall glasses and my dishes. I've got a horsehair scrub brush that's perfect for my mason jar I use for my smoothie, and I've been using it for years. And I've been using old coffee mugs to put it in, but sometimes I want to use that coffee mug, so I found another mason jar to store this in. And I also found some artwork, and not sure what to think about it. One of them looks really nice. It's a cross stitch of a baby, and I think I'm going to give it to my kids, for the arrival of their new one coming up next. When is the new one? Next, I can't remember, man. April? I can't remember when the due date is. But I thought I would give that to them. We're not doing Christmas, but I thought I would gift it to them for Christmas time. I need to clean it up, maybe reframe it. But the other one was one of these motivational type things, and so the baby one was the baby embroidered the crescent moon with the baby nestled in, at nighttime, and the baby swaddled in a blanket. And I thought that was so cute, and so I decided to take a chance on it and get it as a gift. Ooh, we got an improved processor. Oh, that's nice. Improved processor. Heck yeah. Automation. Also good. Good. There's another one we got. Where is that? Let's get caught up. Anvil. Okay, good. The Wild Hunt. We got yet another play for 10 hours. Okay. Loot crate of choice. A box of magical goods. Maybe we'll get a talisman. Ooh, we got an iron talisman. I don't know what that's used for. We got another Wild Hunt, which is... Okay, where is it? The Apothecarist. Oh, a magic skill and a loot crate. So let's get magical goods. Oh, wow. Oh, let's see what kind of goodies we got. There's another, so the other art that I got, it looked nicer. I had run out to the truck to get 99 cents to buy the old mason jar for my scrub brush. And, but as I was walking out, I saw they had some artwork in a, stacked up outside the store. And the other one was something like, the caterpillar thought this was the end. The caterpillar thought this was his last day. And then it showed him turning into a butterfly. So there you go. Cheesy, but wow. Right in the fields, man. Right in the fields. Straight into the fields we go. All right, I'm gonna turn auto input back on. You're probably just gonna be working on copper for a while. And you don't need auto input on, do you? We got 3 improved processors. Oh, baby, we are cooking here. Hey, I'm cooking here. Iron talisman. Negates 5% of all damage. I'd say that's a good one. So where do you go? Iron talisman? Spectral talisman. Prevents phantom aggression. That is fantastic. If you don't sleep for 3 nights, the 3rd night, the specters start coming to get you. Kind of scary. Necronomicon. Okay. Blaze instruction manual. Spellbook. Oh, I think that's better than the spellbook we got. 5 spell slots. It's got 10 spells plus fire, plus 200 mana. Necronomicon spellbook. 10 spell books plus raise dead. It's already got spells and scribe. Whoa! Okay, we got to do that one. Oh, look at that. Look, we got spells, baby. We got spells. Put the new meaning in the phrase, come in and set a spell. Okay. Alrighty. Well, thrifting, and there was something else. Oh yeah, so the cheesy one was just when the caterpillar thought it was the end, and then it shows the pictures of the butterfly. So kind of a nice motivational thing to put up on my walls. And as I was checking out though, I saw the frame is in really bad shape. It's dinged up pretty bad. So I need to give some TLC to that frame. And with that, that was my thrifting day. Merry thrifting day to you folks. Hope you get a chance to go out thrifting for no other reason than just to do it. And I'll see you next time from Minecraft Through the Night. Get some sleep now, will you?